Hello everybody, Orphade here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, It's Attorney. It's been a while. Either Last of Us Part 2 has been a bit recorded on my mind, and I need a break from YouTube for a bit. Well, I need a break from the internet for a bit, honestly. It's been a lot, but I'm back for now. Gonna play episode 5, Rise from the Ashes, which is on the DS version of the Attorney, not the original Game Boy. So this was a case made after Justice for All and Trials and Tribulations had already come out. So that's why it's going to be a bit different from the other 4 cases, noticeably. It also uses the DS's tech, like microphone and touchscreen, which they had to change for the Wii, which is going to be might be a little awkward for me to do with my setup. Because then you're also going to notice that this is by far the longest case in the game, because at this point they kind of know what they're doing with these long cases. So, yeah, okay. And so, because of how long this is, you know, it's gonna be a little. You're definitely gonna see bulk recordings in this episode, probably more than the other cases. And you're gonna hear this song a lot. It's been 2 months since I've left the office. Yep, we're just gonna hop right into it. It's hard for me to fully explain this case and how weird it is, without going into it. You'll understand more as we go along. It's been 2 months since I left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is until the day that girl showed up. February 22nd, 2 months after the last case. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. I have no idea what voice to give this character. There you are, finally! Where have you been? My sister's trial's tomorrow. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am, I know I'm asking who you are. You're the famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. Do I look like a girl? You're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait! You're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgewood murder case? Yes, that's correct. Wasn't Edgewood who was murdered, though. That's a relief then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases, and undefeated is only 4 cases. Still a rookie. I'm sorry, but you have to try elsewhere. Please, I'm out of time. But, please, you have to help. It's my sister. Maya? Could it be... Okay, I'll hear you out. I should have drank water before starting this. My name's Emma Scott. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Ooh, but first, let me show you the badge. Everyone must see the badge. See this? It's my attorney's badge. Ah, well, I've never seen a real one before. First, he's actually been interested in mine, believe me. Its composition is mostly silver. The gold plating is flaking a bit. She analyzed it scientifically. Doesn't appear to be any corrosion in sulfite. I give you $50 for it. Sorry, but it's not for sale yet. Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy, or maybe just young? Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally signed to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age, no less. What exactly is your current position, then? Legally speaking, I guess you call me a 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age, no less. Another future professional in training. So many prodigies in this series. So what's this about a case you said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right, I suppose I will. I promised her to bring me a Faye, but that's interesting. How would she know Mia? So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then? Excuse me. I'm not a child, how do you know? You're 16. That's a teenager. You are still a child. I don't care that I am only 21, so I'm still young. I'm still very young. Then no, you're still a child. You are still... No, you're still a child. It's a good day to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigating should be done scientifically, don't you? Yeah, sure can't fault it for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be clear. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down and attend and talk to her sister. Well, what's your relation to me? I must know. Mia Fay was a few years below her in school. So, she went to the same school as Mia. She always told me to go to me if I ever needed a defense attorney. And well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Mia, yeah, I thought it was a little strange when I saw you too. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was still little. Oh! I'm sorry. To the detention center. February 22nd. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, man, it's just your sister. No excuses. Oh, did you not want to raise this year? Oh, understood, ma'am. What was that about? Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Rebel. Don't get the hiccups. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry, what exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor. 2 sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana, and they're just like... Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? There's something you should know from the start, which is, the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Oh wait, but the suspect is me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me commit the crime. Might have was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk. Classy. I was arrested on the spot, car red-handed, as it were. My. So who's the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. Oh God, Gumshoe's dead! No, even though Gumshoe's the only detective we know, he is not dead. Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. Oh, what, Mr. Wright? What does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. So you're the chief prosecutor. That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh. In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident. When I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. She was in the class ahead of me, wasn't she? Yeah, change that to that subject. You were in school with me, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, did she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey! He was in law school. I was in my 3rd year, and she was auditing the class. Ugh. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me? Intellectually attracted. Fanfiction writers, intellectually attracted. I was the best there was. Oh. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. Sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright? Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana, you were always this way, weren't you? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana, I know. So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over. Right, I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm gonna find out what. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. About what? My sister, she's not always like that, you know. I just never expect to be defending another prosecutor again. She seems a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... Oh, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking lot. I'm gonna be honest here. This case is the case in this first game that I don't remember the most investigation-wise. I kind of remember some trial stuff, but not investigation-wise. There's a lot where it all happened. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey, everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they're going to be my co-workers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes, despite the fact that we do every goddamn game. I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? Hey there. Oh, God. You spec and go unnoticed to your partner? Partner? What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch and up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall? Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, bambina. I know how you feel. But this is my game's cold strike, see? Strike? It is our claim, our territory, and the gold mine is evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cat guy out in the desert dream? You want to? What's this guy talking about? Now I'm thirsty. Oh, sorry. You should drink before the recording. Hell, I'm home now. Happy trails, Bambina. Yeah, you're weird. Was that a hombre, a friend of yours? Kinda, sorta. Yeah, he's a detective. Who thinks he's a sheriff and a arrest, it seems. Alright, let's go examine the crime scene. There is this. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. Wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Scary. Can you tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, little Philly's got a good nose on her. You wanna know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh? Please. No problem, partner. About time for victuals anyway. Get yourself to a saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might find you a cerveza. You like that? Cerveza. A weird word. Prospector's office? Where does the guy think he is? And when for that matter? Note to self, look up Vittles Saloon Cerveza. We have to check out from room 1202, Thai prosecutor's office. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like. Just keep your paws off our claim. Right. Great, maybe there's some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Okay. A ladder! That's a step ladder. Here we go again. What's the difference? In scientific terms, please. Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. Run! Run for the hills! Here, a phone. Let's see how if it works. Don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears! No, my ears! Maybe it's the barometric pressure. What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. This wall's in our way. It's got a faucet for water. I know. This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. I fail to see how it makes any difference either way. Look, a door! This must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open! A mysterious lock! I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's get into our investigation first, shall we? What do you mean no clues here? Look, a glass walled room. Very nice. You can see the whole parking lot from in there. It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe. Huh? Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office. You know, I scored 97 on my science test the other day. Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. Seriously, they really don't. What is this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer? Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? Didn't you just say not to draw attention to yourself? I just found this fault. I'm handing it over to police. Didn't you say not to draw attention to yourself because you're not supposed to be examining the crime scene? This is real basic. Anything in a crime scene evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Hastily stuffed. I'm called duty already at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you a trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way, your eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay, now, look at the court record. This is automatic. Oh yeah, you're gonna hear this music a lot, too. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. And how do you do that, you ask? By it's elementary. Just hold the remote upright and press it. Yeah, okay. Oh god, that's way slower than I remember. With the A button. Got it. This is an ID card. Detective Bruce Goodman, ID number 5842189. See, well, is scientific investigation useful? I guess, though I don't know what science has to do with it. We just opened the wallet. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I gotta be on my toes from now on. Excuse me. Are you two all set? Oh god, this person. What's this? She couldn't be... You're selling lunches? Here? This is a crime scene. Hello, half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough-up? Oh. I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? I know. Yes, we know she's the witness. Great. You're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up, Queen. Tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, ma'am. She means it. First, take a look at the badge. A defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling those Sam's Pickle Supreme lunchbox? Wow, it's really crunchy. A box of pickles? Kind of a sad lunch if you ask me. Somehow I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Is it special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of iniquity. Evil ones? Prosecutors, they have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying. There was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lace the lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew. The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his cart they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Starr? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. The seal on the sky wield that knife so. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Honest Sky's knife. Wait a second, you know Honest Sky? Of course, it's quite a feat, becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Can we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Starr? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No, no. Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried. General So's trilobite lunch said. God, bleh. Never mind, you win. I don't even want to appreciate part of a trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See security room over there? The glass wall booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see you. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunch is more important than romance. To scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis. Not. I can figure that out ourselves, Emma. Have you had a bad experience with Prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Huh. Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10 day-old clams in the chowder. And Miss Star's involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure case of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking cough-up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. I shall be leaving now. Well, geez, I wonder whose office this is, judging by the coat on the wall. Another kind of room that just screams I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What's that shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office it is, he must be a real stuck-up jerk. Mr. Phoenix, Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth! You know him from somewhere? Of course, I'm his biggest fan. My sister introduced us once and... Right, her sister was a chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. Did I know? I was just Mr. Wright here. Hey, don't blame me, you're the one who said it. I'm here just to investigate a murder case. Murder. A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What of it? What? Your car? I'll say one thing, you certainly can scream. I am not doing that. I want to examine your office. A work desk. It's quite tidy as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't. He'll sue you. Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about his working. Out in the morning, he has sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the seams. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool. I got bedhead and sofa head all the time. It sucks. I hate it. I'm wondering, what the heck is this? There's a big K on it. Prosecutors. Huh? What was that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What, so? So that K, that's... K stands for King? Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors. Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. And that's out to the court order. Of course. This jacket's even lacier than the usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. He's going to sue you. My. What an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. Besides it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place, Wendy. Wendy, is she Mr. Edwards' fiance? Nope, nope, nope. Red alert, nope, I don't think so, nope. Whoa, these are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling, there's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edward wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get them for him. Of course. Strange. Why'd I just picture Detective Gumshoe? He must study this case report so closely. He's so cool. I want to say if he saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. And one last thing. A chessboard! I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh. Those horses are mountain knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. That's kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Wright must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Yeah, just surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. No, it's nothing. No. But hey, Edward, check out my badge. It saved you. I once dreamed of being a defense attorney a long time ago. Well, you want to be a defense attorney, Mr. Edgeworth? Yeah, my path is laid out clearly before me. I have no time to reflect on what might have been. What was this? In other words, you were the best of the best this year, huh? You could take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Why's that? I had to go to the police department ceremony to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, correct? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about the ward, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday. The body was found in your car? Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed it. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean, wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister then? Yes, sir, I'm Scott. It's nice to meet you again. Now, that didn't sound forced at all. Now I remember, you've really grown. I'll admit it was a surprise for me, too. Think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, now I'm forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what did you just say? Well, Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You, Mr. Edgeworth? To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for our current incident. What? That's crazy! Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. Or even no excuse at all. It's... Yeah. It's a fact of life. Impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. You think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one. Chief Prosecutor Sky? Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. Big case? I remember. 2 years ago, I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt responsibility for you. Then why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was a murder weapon? To be specific, it was a knife kept in a toolbox in the trunk of my car. I'll take that. Edgeworth, I'm going to examine this right in front of your face. So, this must be the victim's. I'm just gonna ignore him and just look at this. Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Maybe he spent his weekend roving in the wild. Edgeworth? In the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. You kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. Now there's a scary thought. I never did. Edgeworth is not an outdoorsman. Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't you take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Sometimes Phoenix does have a strange sense of humor. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of all cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves in our precision, Mr. Wright. No one place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. I will take that. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. Murder happened right after you got back. What right? I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Oh, right. Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth, anyone on the premises? I'm Edgeworth? What is it? I'm your sir, there. What's that chief, sir? I've got your report, sir. Report? What did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Scott? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Scott? No, sir. The name? No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. I think I just heard Edward's lid blow. The lid is not very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir! But sir! I'm just following orders, sir! They told me to bring this to you! I wasn't aware of the particulars of your arrangement, that's all. Give me your name. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Meekins, sir! Officer Meekins! Right, Officer Meekins? Take your report and leave. And good luck with that race next month. But sir, I didn't know! Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains, and good luck. Oh boy. Right? Yes, sir? God, caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's see what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective in the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down, at least. Hi. February 22nd. We're finally here, and what is that thing in the back? Why did they put the detective so far away from the prosecutor's office? It took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and the traffic wasn't even that bad. And my first time in the police department, actually. What's that? Yeah, this. Disturbing. Why is it undulate like that? I know, this is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you know a lot about the police department. Still, it does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appear to be dancing with the Blue Badger? Yeah, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal, what are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Typically, why are you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. That's our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. Look at the badge! Here's my attorney's badge. You show this to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show their police badge? Enough said. I wish I had a badge. Even my ID card would be nice. Wait. Speaking of ID card, I found the detective's card, didn't I? Oh, I should show him. Got it. Thanks, game. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? I would not have thought of that, but the game did not give me that hint. Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that and turn into police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Being Detective Gumshoe must drop its card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, a mistake. But don't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe, after I look at everyone's profiles? Miles Edrick is the prosecutor. Yep. Technically, yep. High school junior, self-styled scientist investigator. Client, Sister Alon Scott. The defendant and chief prosecutor, district rooted on her right hand. Mysterious lunch lady, witness and murder known as Coffin Queen. Just want to look at that. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Well, it's just that the prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Whoa, hey, pal. Can I speak to her for a second? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect, one of this guy's sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate the case carefully, scientifically. Yes, sir. By the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. It's just that it's a sensitive issue with us these days. Yeah. Oh, boy. So what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean with my sister's case and all. It's true, we've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend a day getting the Badger Dance down pat. Wow. Is there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. An Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall. Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman charged of a crime scene? It's unheard of, pal. No, not that! I hate it when I do that! This ID card belonged to the victim? He's a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been in the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transfer? Mr. Edger mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that chief prosecutor's guy called him out there, to the parking lot. And Mom's confessing as much. Oh, examine the blue badger. That's what I have to do. I was wondering about that. Look, dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece. You made it, Detective Gumshoe? Didn't someone in our case say they made it and it wasn't Gumshoe? Chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing that. Oh, okay. I forgot about that line. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it'll just dances until the battery dies. Or blue badger, fade to dance until he drops. Great, it's evidence. Fantastic. see, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony at the gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Congratulations. I was wondering, what's the award of shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth winning that award. He's even got naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Yeah, we've heard about the rumors. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What a cheap prosecutor's guy to do such a thing? No, wait, I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge in Mr. Edgeworth. The car and knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Where Mr. Edgeworth? What could have happened? I had to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Will you tell me, Gumshoe, please? He's in a tough spot. Again. Again? Yes. That, Phoenix, that's what he means by again! Well, we'll start with the murder of that defense attorney Hammond. But Edgeworth is found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him! Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, the latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor's position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is. What's his name? The guy in the parking lot. The Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer from West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Well, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene, maybe. Thank you. I'll be surprised to discuss us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Okay, let's check it out then. Prosecutor, yes. Okay, yes, I got it. You don't need to... Looks like this game's still going. I had to be getting back. I'll be stuck in this pit till sunset. I'll see you in my dreams tonight, then... I know who's talking. I can't... tongue's getting tongue-tied. It's been going on for a while. Still here. We just got back. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too. What happened to the security guard? Yeah, the cough-up queen. Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost a turd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy put in charge of a crime scene. Would you mind reading this for me? What this? I warn you, fan letters may go right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Ah, that old paw dog. He's holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Like, where does it say letter of introduction? It says invitation. Yeah, I think he just miswrote it. Sorry, Detective Gumshoe, I owe you one. No worry, this person's from Detective Gumshoe better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Officer Marshall isn't a detective, he's a patrolman. That reminds me of something. That is odd. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher up? Well, folks, clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the sailor, strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny, let's have a hootenanny. Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be eating this anymore. Crumpled and discarded. Look at the badge! I don't think I ever showed you. I see a badge. Looks pretty round. Our badge is a star, a lone star, shining in the nighttime sky. A beam of light illuminating the overdose are coming in the dark at night. I don't think I ever presented my badge to him, so I've never seen this before. Note to self, evildoers are weak against the starlight. Pfft, that's a sheriff's badge! Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He's a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness Mathino Star. One stabbed in the chest, a fine piece of work. What was that? I thought for a second the mic cut out. That was weird. This here's the autopsy report. This is the longest investigation yet. Was my sister involved with the victim anyway? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back, so there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prosecutor. My sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot? So it seems, like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You calling me out, they shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Really, now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye on in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do, nothing important at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth. That cow dog's been kicked out of this cow run by order of the chief of police. Just he don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? I'm gonna examine now. This appears to be the car where the body was found. Looks like the lock on trunk is busted. Find a place in the underground parking lot. Yep, you know. What a luxury car just screams, I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. What is this? This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis with a desk to belong to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? And you won't know until we check. God. Okay, how do I gotta rotate this. No! That was an accident. An absolute and utter accident. And it must go through this slow process again. Okay. Hold the wheel rod upright. Got it. The display is still on the redial button. Redial. Mr. Wright, most fun to keep a record of all the calls you made and received. You just press the blue button to dial the last number you called. My phone, not that easy for me to read out. I don't know. Convenient, isn't it? Right, you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. I'm sorry. You never know with people from your generation. I am younger than Phoenix, and even I'm not very good with phones. I think I'm probably worse with phones than Phoenix. Now, I wonder who the owner of this phone called last. If self-defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. I mean, that's me in general. That song, I know that! Oh. Sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyways? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospect Sky. What? It's my sister's. She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Except she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who'd she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I had a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that, I'm sorry, that was my phone. The what? Your phone. Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. The wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Yeah, I didn't sign the rest of the Lone Star Patrolman. Great. B block is through there, and that's where visitors park. I can see a lunch lane car over there, far in the distance. You're right. I think you designed the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching on a juicy-looking steak. That strike is a little creepy. Don't think too deeply about it, and you'll be fine. Don't think about it. This appears to be the car where the body was found. The game, that's not what I was trying to look at. Bam. Look at the body, please. This rope, is it? They laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So, wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You have gotta be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. A block. This area is strict prosecutors. Defendant attorneys are relegated to B block. I'm training today when I'll be able to park my car here. I'll go to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I am not planning on getting my job that soon. Can I look in the trunk? Yep. Looks like a note of some sort. It's so weird. Look, someone's written on it. You're right. Let's see. 67S122. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell off his pocket when he was killed. Well, so it wasn't me, Mr. Wright. How am I supposed to know? You know, to South for deductive reasoning, go to Edward. Alright. I am sure Edward would not know what this means either. Well, drum looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy, I can't even budge it. Drum over here is on the side. Wait, I know! I'll hide here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. Heck, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. I'm not suspicious. Oh, here it is. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose? The theory of relativity. I gotta write this down. I got it, Mr. Wright. Maybe he knows Mr. Relativity German? Or maybe he's British. Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was the name? Ah, there's a new thing. Okay. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but with a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospect of tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid this fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You're my sister. You were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will. Someone's up to something here, but who? Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence, arranging testimonies, you name it. He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. The evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edward to the source, you'll find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person. Who? So not Von Karma? Bambina, it's your sister. Chief Prosecutor Lon Sky. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. You're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. That is a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? Absolutely. So how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is Alana confessing to the crime. She says she did. No problem. I can guarantee it she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma. Yes? I know what song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's a Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids. The phone that just rang wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. A detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went down here. Wait, that's it? Okay, I was expecting a whole new, like, mechanic to appear. Something that was for the DS, so that did not appear during this investigation. Wow, I was waiting for it to show up so much. I guess that's next investigation, because right now, we got the trial next time, I think. So, the next episode will be going to trial, I think. See you guys then. Also, longest investigation yet.